Welcome everyone to another Dragon Ball FighterZ character combo guide plus some tips and tricks. Today's combo guide will be on Gogeta Blue. I did mention, or actually I don't think I mentioned, I was previously doing a baby combo guide, but I think I'm actually going to end up redoing that one because I think I just talked too long. So I'm probably going to redo it, re-record it, talk less into it to make it not so long. And that's what I'm going to want to do with this. So I won't talk for very long, just basic, show you the combos from basic to advanced, and then from advanced to like optimal. Actually, advanced would technically be optimal. But I won't talk as long, okay? These guides are meant to help you get better at the character specifically, or to learn a couple things and then play with the character online and come back when you learn the more advanced stuff that I say. Alright, sound good? Alright, let's get into it. So we're gonna go over a couple mid-screen routes for Gogeta, and then I'll go over a couple corner routes that he has. He's got some cool spark and stuff that I'll go over, and that'll be it. Since I just want to show you some basic stuff that practically anybody can do and help you get started. And I have my inputs turned on so you can see exactly what I'm pressing. So first I'll show off the combo with my inputs on so you can see it better basically. And as always, I will do the combo first, then explain how to do it, and then do it again after the explanation. So this is his first mid-screen bread and butter route. Okay, that's what that is first. Now for starters, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a down medium attack for tripping, and then you're going to want to cancel that into a 5M or a standing medium attack, and then like with every other character, you're just going to want to jump and press light and then light again. Now for Gogeta, his second light, which is his medium attack, is a flurry of kicks. These have 3 kicks, so to get the God, I can't speak English. To get the maximum amount of damage out, let all 3 hits rock. So you do like this. So let all 3 of those hits connect before you cancel into the heavy. You cancel on the heavy for launching, and then you just super dash after it. And then again, you would do the light, jump cancel, light, and let the kicks rock again. And then you go into his special move, Rekka. Now to do his special move, Rekka, you will have to do quarter circle forward light, which the initial input looks like this. And then you'll have to press light again twice after that to be able to get the knockdown. And that's his basic mid-screen. An alternate route is to do the same thing, except instead of doing the heavy into the Rekka, just do his down heavy after you do the light. So do his down heavy right there. That'll give you the knockdown right next to him. That's better set up for more mix. The Rekka is used for corner carry. Now onto the corner itself. You can still do his basic combo in the corner from the mid screen, except you can add a couple beams and ki blasts in like this. And while in the corner, when you do Rekka, you can do the light, medium for a better knockdown, and you can super after that one as well. Because if I light and I go for a super, it misses. But then if I do the medium, he bounces and the super connects. So that's just a little tip. Now for this part, you're going to want to beam after you connect the heavy, which is just pressing the key blast button, and then you want to do down key blast or 2S to get his Gallic gun beam. This will send them downwards, and then you can just straight up super dash after this, and then just do his regular basic combo from the lights, just pressing light, jump cancel, light, letting all the kicks rock, heavy, and then his Rekka ender. Another one corner route that you can do is you use his medium DP, which is after you do that you just DP. Now you can actually just straight up super dash after this, I think. Okay, yeah, you can just straight up super dash after that one for more simple. If you're in the corner, that is. But if you want a bit more damage, delay and then heavy, and then just do the key blast route that I just showed you, and he gets more damage. And then he has two more corner routes. One's not really great. It's just another real corner route that you could do. Off of his 5L, you just do 2 hits of light, and then you jump cancel into heavy, and then you do the second 2 hits of light again into 5M, and then just go into the basic route. You jump, go into the heavy key blasts or beams, and go into the basic route. That's just another like conversion that he can get if you happen to land a 5L. And you can get that off of a 2M for more damage. You just have to delay the 5M afterwards, and then jump cancel into the heavy, and then you can do the same thing. And that's how he gets most of his damage. Let's see what else he got. He has... if you 5H in the corner, he can just key blast after it for a little bit extra damage. Or you can do the beam into the super dash and do the exact same thing. But basically, if you land a 5H, you can just go for assist extensions, really. Just to get more damage, because you're not going to really get much if you use your launcher from the 5H, because he doesn't get the hit, the smash, because that's uses his smash property, and his DP uses his smash. So you won't really get much if you get a 5H in the corner, unless you spark after it. Unless you spark after it, really. Now, because I almost said Vegito, because Gogeta does not have a 2Hing down heavy like bread and butter characters like Gogeta 4 and Vegito, for example, since I have them on my team, he can jump cancel stuff. So he can jump cancel his aerial normals. Like, I can jump cancel heavy into heavy like this. It just looks, because I do it fast, it doesn't look like I jump cancel. It just looks like I do 2 heavies. But I am jump canceling. I'm just pressing the heavy button really fast after that. But he can also do this with his beams. So like he can do... So if he's on the ground, he can do beam, 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 beam. And this just gives him more damage. Now again, to do these, you just jump cancel it. Like after you land it, just press up to jump cancel it, and then quickly press the attack button. So it makes it look like you don't really jump cancel it. Like, it basically makes it look like you do the attack again. He can also get loops from this as well, but they're a little difficult. They are height dependent, so if they're too high, the heavy will not connect. But if you're too low, you won't air dash. So I don't recommend these unless Gogeta is your last character. Like if he just happens to be your last character alive, since that gives him damage. But I would not recommend playing him anchor. The best positions for him would be point or mid. Considering point, he's good with assists, especially neutral assists like Vegito A. Since his special buttons are beams, he can't really get much off of it. And since he doesn't really have any just regular straight up ki blasts, he has no good way to close the gap, so neutral assists are like very good for him. And he's good mid since his assist combos full screen. You can just like throw it out, and then if it wall bounces, it's super easy to combo off of. If you don't want to play him point, then play him mid and just have a different character as your point if you feel like they're better point rather than him. But those are the two positions he should mainly be played at. Never anchor unless the situation appears where he ends up being your last character alive because of stuff that happened in game, but that's specific situations. Never put him as an anchor in your team order. Always put him a point or mid. That's just my suggestion. You can if you want to, but I don't recommend anchor. That's all I'm gonna say. He does have a couple rejumps that are slightly difficult, but this is for more advanced players. He has a 5H rejump. Good for corner carry, and he's got a aerial 2 heavy rejump. Now this rejump is actually very difficult. Even pros struggle with this. So I don't recommend trying this unless you're just god at the game. Okay, there we go. I actually did it. I actually did it. But you see how far I got with that? That was a lot of corner carry. But you saw me do his downward ki blast mid-screen. He can combo that and super dash after it for carry. You can use this if you want to. But when you use your heavy, since you didn't use your smash, the only thing you can really do after that is do an input, which is this one right here. This is a quarter circle forward special. After you land the heavy, just cancel it directly. You will have to hold back while you do it. So Gogeta ends up being the middle one. That's what I recommend. Since this one will always land if you just input it and then just hold straight back. Because if you hold up, he becomes the up. If you hold down, he goes the down. And then if you hold, oh, that's not it. And if you hold back, then he does the one in the middle. So I recommend just holding back right after you input it. You don't have to do that combo, but it's still a little bit of basic. It gives you a decent knockdown right next to them, gives you good corner carry. It's okay damage. It's roughly 40%. But that's still not really bad for mid-screen, since his regular basic mid-screen does, I want to say, like 45. Okay, no, it does a little bit more than 40. So roughly the same, actually, in terms of damage, just his more optimal one does a bit more. But Gogeta Blue is an easier character to learn. So he's not a character you have to put in too much time and effort to be good with him. So you don't really have to, you know, spend like so much time in the lab playing him. Basically just the more you play him, the easier he gets. Since he does have wonky stuff like his Rekka, you'd have to get used to. That voice crack though. His Rekka you'd have to get used to, and his heavy that you'd have to get used to since his 2H is a dive. I mean, technically you could just not do any of that and then just straight up do the dive. That's like literally the easiest thing you can do mid-screen if you really want. Another thing I should mention, that if you don't use your smash in the corner, and you can just use the Ki Blast if you want, and then go into the 2H knockdown, or you can go into his DP, and since you haven't used your smash, you can use that and get a Dragon Rush. So you can go like this. Something like that. That'd be nice. But that's just some more stuff you could do. I think that just about covers it for basics of this character. I will definitely be doing more of these. I'll try to see if I can do every character, but for starters, I'm only doing the characters I know by heart and that I play regularly. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it wasn't too long. If you sat through the whole thing and watched it, I appreciate it. That helps me a lot. I appreciate that. But yeah, that about does it for Gogeta Blue. I believe the next character I'm gonna do is I'm going to redo Baby. So Baby will be the next one after this, and then I'll say who I'm doing next when I redo Baby. So thanks for watching if you made it this far, and peace out, homeboys.